Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Social Rejects podcast. I am here today, joined today by a whole bunch of fucking retards, aka Tucker.
Hi.
And now I also have the homie, the myth, the legend, the gangster, Chopper. Choppa.
What's up, bro?
And now I also have the man with the divided hair color, the absolute hilarious fucktard, Eugene.
What's going on? How's it going, ladies, gents? Hope you're having a nice day.
And now we also have, I know a lot of people here today, right? I have friends, guys. We have Neum, the man, the homie, the guy who literally could carry us all to a fucking Apex dub if he wanted himself. Okay. So how we all doing today, guys?
Well, doing
Awkward
very well.
silence. Awkward
Oh,
silence. By the way, this is a pilot.
chicken tacos?
Yo, you had chicken tacos.
They're 2 hours old.
Oh, no, don't eat them. Don't eat them.
Well, I just had Chinatown Chinese. It's kind of I'm ready to fucking get sick, boys.
Yes. Okay. So literally. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but this is just a pilot episode. I'm just sitting here kind of high off my ass, and I wanted to do this.
Just start up the topic and we'll run off.
Okay. So, what do you guys think of the current state of BO2?
It's bomb, the best game in existence. I mean, like right now, it's kind of dead.
Or what do you guys think of the current state of Call of Duty in general?
It's bad.
It fucking sucks.
What could they do to fix Vanguard?
You can't do anything. You can't do anything about Call.
I have
Just
a
go
few
back in
things.
time and make sure Vanguard doesn't exist. Or Black Ops. Make sure Black Ops 4 never comes out.
Listen, I have an idea, right? Just take the game away from the producers who have it right now. Don't ever give it to Raven, and make sure you can't put fucking Tina Tantrums on it, like a gun in an online match. That kind of makes like everything stupid overpowered.
It's not even Call of Duty itself. It's more or less Activision being absolutely bad.
For real though.
Like if Activision wasn't a terrible like development like boss over Treyarch, Raven, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, like it would like I think Ghost would have been a better game. I think Advanced Warfare would have been a better game. Infinite Warfare, etc. But right now,
Honestly, Call of Duty's been on a solid decline, like, ever since. I think BO3 was, like, kinda mid, and then BO4 was, like, the last, like, Call of Duty Black Ops game I was hyped for. Ever since then, I bought every other Call of Duty game, but I've never been hyped for it because I've always expected dog shit.
yeah, I feel like it's like at this point you can't really get too excited. Like you can't have high expectations for Call of Duty games anymore because after I feel like especially after Black Ops 4 and Cold War, it's like kind of hard to excited for Call of Duty games anymore.
Honestly, I feel like Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare, is a pretty good game. Honestly,
Well, from what we know at the moment, we're supposed to be getting Modern Warfare 2 remastered pretty soon
that'll be
on
dope.
like the PC engine.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool, but you gotta look at it as like, how do I put this? Like, every game seems to come out and be, like, good at first, and then it's just the updates that seem to fuck it.
Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of haters out here on this comment, but I think honestly the game that messed up gaming was Fortnite. Fortnite honestly screwed up the gaming industry.
For real though. Like, ever since Fortnite came out, it shook the gaming industry to its core. Because everyone hopped on the boat train. Literally everyone who downloaded Fortnite for free and started spending V-Bucks is to blame. And the people who still do, the people who still play Fortnite today, I am sorry. I know you guys are like, you love your game, and I respect that. I love my games, and I hope you respect my opinion. You're the reason why gaming's dying.
Hear me out.
It's 2022. These games are foul. They're so foul.
Wait a second. I have to put this out there. If we look at the gaming industry, all the greatest games came out our childhood and before.
Exactly.
Those were all the original ideas. Those were all
Exactly.
the original ideas, and now they're kind of just like, what the hell do we do?
I think
And
they're
honestly,
trying too hard.
my opinion on
Yeah, they're
Fortnite
trying too
is
hard.
just,
Just go
you
back to
know,
what you used to do.
I
That's
think
what they're
Fortnite.
trying
You don't.
to do.
Okay, a video game isn't like a new phone. It doesn't need to be revolutionarily new. It just needs to be playable and have something new, like a new campaign, or new guns, or new characters. A free-to-play game such as Fortnite or Warzone that gets continuous updates broke the spectrum altogether because it's free to play,
Battle
but
Royale,
actually at the
Battle
same
Royale,
time not.
Battle
No,
Royale.
okay,
Okay.
Battle Royales, you cannot say that Battle Royales fucked up the gaming industry. Because Battle Royales were around in our fucking childhood.
Yeah, I think though, like after
H1Z1.
yeah, but you just think that like the battle pass
H1Z1
started off.
wasn't a fucking. What do you mean H1Z1? Battle Royale.
What
It literally
was
is.
am I thinking
They
about?
used to not.
It used
But
to
Okay.
suck.
Listen.
They added it to it.
Listen, dude. All right, so like you can't honestly tell me after Fortnite came out, every other game started having battle passes, started having battle royales. You cannot tell me
Okay.
that that did not happen.
Fusion,
but
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah,
I
with
agree with
the
that.
success- the
Hear me out,
success of
guys. Hear me out.
Fortnite, it did become
Okay,
Battle
Tucker,
Royale
go
did
and then
become
jump.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
Score was the first game like to have like a battle pass, and that was around the time Fortnite just came out.
Yeah. So honestly, we shouldn't be pointing fingers at Fortnite the game. We should really be pointing fingers at Apex. Not at Apex.
Just
I'm sorry.
free game
At-
ever
at-
afterwards. To be honest,
No. We should be pointing fingers at Epic Games.
for developers in general. to be honest.
Like, okay, to even like, okay, go on this narrative of Epic Games is kind of ruining the gaming industry. They got so greedy that they decided to sue Apple because they were taking a cut of their money from the mobile gaming industry market. Like you wanted to sell Fortnite on the Apple App Store. They're gonna take a cut. Like you wanted your game to be on iPhone. They're gonna take a cut. Deal with it. Everyone has for so long. Just deal with it.
Wait.
Also,
But when
it's
it
like
comes
Apex
to that,
actually.
it was stupid because the way that Epic did it was okay. Only certain people with these codes at first were allowed to download and play Fortnite. You can download it, you can play it without that code though.
Well, the reason why there's also a better reason behind that. If you looked into it, Fortnite the game was under every single Apple app that goes on the App Store goes through an approval process. Fortnite had to go through that approval process, and that's why it came to Android first over iPhone. Because if you go back and play the older versions of Fortnite Mobile on Android, it was unstable as shit, unoptimized, off
Dude.
fucking tracking.
Yeah, because they rushed it.
Exactly.
rushed
So
it.
Apple's quality control is literally what led to their success in the first place. So give them the freaking cut.
But also, I feel like, because listen, like I recently been looking on the internet, and right now there's a thing coming out that's in other countries about Apex Mobile, Apex Legends Mobile, and you can't play it in the US yet.
Apex,
So,
yeah, Apex looks almost coming out.
so
Sounds like
I feel
dog
like
shit. Every
Wait. Is it actually like normal
it's actually-
Apex?
yeah, it's
Can
actually.
you pair a controller and does it actually play like normal Apex?
I don't know about that. No, I don't know
You can,
about that.
yes,
We'll,
you can pair it.
we'll reserve our judgment until the game
You can
comes
play
out.
it.
because
You can
I
play
thought
it.
Rock-
You have to have a VPN player.
Until I play it, I will reserve my judgment because, to be perfectly honest, I thought Rocket League Sideswipe was going to be an ass game. It's not
It's a
good.
good game.
But
It's a good- no, I love it.
it's not the best game. It's not the best,
I think it's better than regular.
but it's better than all the other mobile games I've played that's come out in the past couple of years.
You
I
gotta
don't know.
lower the bar from that.
Like, listen, hear me out. This is coming from a
No,
grand champion, right?
No.
I think Sideswipe is a phenomenal game. Sideswipe is very good. It's better. It's not more fun, but it is generally a better game. Regular Rocket League. It's more balanced. There's not a big of a skill gap. It's honestly just an easier game for new players to get into.
It's
would
a
say though
fun
Rocket
sit
League
on the
is better
toilet
now.
and play. It's a fun sit on the toilet and play, and that's all mobile gaming I think is ever going to be until we get a decent Windows-powered handheld.
What do you guys think about the Steam Deck? What do you
That's
guys
what
think about
Steam
the
Deck. Thank you, Neon. Okay, I have been meaning to talk about the Steam Deck for a while. Windows drivers got released yesterday for the Steam Deck, and it performs on Windows like dog shit. So everybody who was giving me shit for saying that the Steam Deck's gonna perform dog shit on Windows, suck my cock. I don't care.
I mean, it's not really meant for Windows. It's meant to be a Linux computer.
I know, but people were saying it's going to perform just as good as it does on Windows as it will on Linux. And I'm like, dude, Linux itself is a lighter weight operating system. And a matter of fact, it's so lightweight at times it can be compared to something like Android.
I mean, yeah, that's the point of Linux.
Exactly.
It's meant to be a very coded. It's
So the people who thought it was going to perform just as well. So the people who thought that it would perform just as well as Windows were wrong, and they're dumb.
No, Windows.
Just-
The only
they
reason
don't have
people
to
use Windows is because it's professional. Same with Mac.
And it's literally the most used thing.
And there are people who, and also I've tried switching over to Linux for a minute. It just
It's
wasn't as
hard.
convenient. It is. It's hard.
Actually,
And I
Scott
couldn't
said-
find a good distro. I couldn't find a balanced distro. It was
Actually-
really hard.
You have
Listen,
to know
listen.
a lot about Linux, understand your computer very well to use Linux. Linux
Yes.
is not something you just jump into.
That's like the controversial thing about like Google Chrome, like Explorer, etc. About that.
Yeah. What are your guys' browsers? What's your stack?
Yeah,
I use
I
Chrome. I use Google Chrome.
I
That's
use Opera.
interesting. That's interesting. I've heard a lot of gamers say Opera GX lately.
Honestly, okay, the reason I use Opera isn't because I care about you can do so much shit on Opera. It's kind of useless sometimes. It's just, I like it because it gives me the option to do this shit. If I really, if I need to limit my RAM because I'm on a weaker computer, I can limit my RAM. I would say, Opera GX is the perfect.
But is it worth my time to go on?
Yes.
It really is. Okay, I'm sorry. It can be, but I have heard from my friend. I haven't switched yet personally. I'm still stuck on Chrome. I'm stuck in 2010.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
can't
what I'm
get out.
saying. That's what
Yeah.
I'm on. I'm just on Chrome. It's crazy.
Yes, but also I've done a lot of research on Opera GX. It runs on Chromium, which is literally the base code of Chrome.
Yeah, you can run. I get Chrome attachments from my Opera GX all the time.
Opera GX is basically Chrome, but it's basically
It's basically Chrome, but with Opera skinned.
No,
So literally-
I would
Like a
say
reskin of the
it's-
regular code.
It's a reskin and possibly even an advancement on the everyday
it's a
browser Chrome.
polished version of Google Chrome.
Like a refurbished version of.
Because Google Chrome's pretty stock. You can't necessarily
Here's the best
modify
example.
all that much
Here's the
without a
best
whole bunch of
example. It's the best example for what Opera versus against Google Chrome. Say you just bought a brand new car, nothing on it, just base, and then you put all these mods on it, all these new intake, new exhaust, and everything.
going on.
That's basically what Opera is.
it's basically
I am installing Opera GX right now. I am going to see how easy it is to set this thing up because I want to know.
it's just like
It's just like Chrome. I would say the thing I like most about Opera GX is I use it on my laptop most of the time. I have it on my phone. I have it on everything realistically. But on my laptop, I have it set where it limits my RAM because I don't have as much power on my laptop as I do on my normal computer. So most of it's going to other shit. So I limit my RAM for Opera. It makes my computer genuinely run better.
That
Also
actually
use
is a
Google
very
Chrome.
good feature that I didn't know about, but I didn't
That
ever
is the most important thing, I would say.
I didn't ever think I'd need to use it until I went back down to a 16 gig system, and now that you bring up that feature, I'm kind of glad I just installed this thing.
I mean, it's.
Realistically, you shouldn't.
Google Chrome takes a lot.
Yeah,
I
Google
promise-
Chrome does take a lot. I
Like,
promise.
it's,
I know.
No, I used to have to switch on my computer where every single time it open up like 20 of them. So,
Yo, I can turn on an ad blocker. Hey, yo, guys, when you're watching my stream, yo, quick, turn off the ad blocker real quick. I'm just joking. I'm not trying to sell out yet. Yeah.
I have YouTube Premium, bro.
Hey, YouTube Premium, yo. Can we get a pocket for that?
Yo, you know, I got that family edition. You know, so we talk about this
I
every
got that
week.
family edition. Alright.
And we only got like 3 people on. Hey,
Okay.
it's
This thing
what I have,
actually
you
is
can
pretty
download.
sleek. I'm gonna use Opera GX later. I might make it my default browser for a week and give it a test drive. I'll come back to you guys with my conclusion at the end of this.
Yeah,
Chrome or
I'm literally
or
downloading
Opera
it
GX.
as well.
Yeah, so
We
me
might
and will come back.
reopen. We might reopen the next podcast to get it out of the way with this, just to give our thoughts.
Yeah. The next podcast, the first topic we will discuss is Opera GX versus Chrome. Anyway, do we want to add a third browser in here? 1 minute. We have 2 people trying Opera GX. Why don't you try a different browser and tell me your findings?
I promise you, I've tried every browser.
it's Firefox.
They
Yeah,
are
let's-
all
let's-
realistically. The only thing I like Opera GX for is just because I can limit shit. Every other every browser I've seen is literally the exact same, pretty much. They have their own stupid ass widget store, and they all run like shit when you have them open for so long. They eat up RAM, but I really don't care anymore since I run 128 gigs of RAM.
That is nice. Log tracker.
I had a 32 gig system, and that was my highest RAM system. I mean,
You can have
we're not counting
diagram.
Here's 128 gigs of RAM.
How
Dang.
do you
What GPU you got in that thing?
What GPU do I have?
Yeah.
3090.
Yep. Let me guess,
Right.
Ryzen 9.
Nope, I use Intel. I like Intel more.
Dang.
I find
That's probably a
find
new topic to use.
I mean
Yeah,
I
GPU
find
or CPU? Neon. You've already said Intel. Fusions. Who'd you go with?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of good choices out there. I can't really give my own opinion on it until I honestly.
honestly
I'm
reason
currently on an Intel system.
the
And
only reason I don't like Intel, they're not Intel's AMD. It's because everyone on fucking AMD always says, "So AMD the shit, man. You gotta look for Intel's dog compared to AMD."
Okay, see now people like that are just basically just flexing.
people like that, they're gatekeeping.
They just
As
like
soon as you
overhyping
get
the product things.
As soon as you get an AMD part, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, mine's still better than yours." It's literally not about the component whatsoever. They're just dogging you because you chose something different.
They might not
Honestly,
even.
I promise you, you can't dog on me. I'm literally running a dream setup.
I know, and that's why I'm not trying to dog on you.
No, I know. But it's like, people who are like, "Why are you running that new AMD?" I'm like, who gives a flying fuck? My
Dude,
Intel,
honestly, Intel might come out one day with like something that's like twice as good. Like,
Yeah, who knows? It's been a neck and neck race in the CPU industry for like what, 3 years now? Intel literally pulled ahead for 2 months, like 3 months ago, and then AMD came out with a new CPU, literally just to hold the crown.
It's like
And they
it's like
only
the
did it by a
Xbox
couple
One.
megahertz.
It's
They only
literally
pulled ahead by a couple megahertz. Yeah, it's literally Xbox, PlayStation all over again.
I mean, I would say personally, the only reason I would go over for an AMD is if I were to like seriously sit down and be like, I want a best computer, like something that is like,
a $10,000 PC.
yeah.
Okay,
Then I
going
would go with AMD because I can overclock that shit. It's so fucking.
Now, if you're gonna do that,
Yes,
that's
yes,
more like
AMD's overclocking headroom is AMD's overclocking headroom is way better. Than,
you're basically going for the quality.
But I mean, but like,
but
AMD
you also have to realize if you're going for overclocking, there's this thing called a silicon lottery.
But I mean,
So
like, you can,
you're gambling,
yeah.
even when it comes to an Intel CPU.
But I mean, like on an AMD, you can overclock it and be pretty safe. But it makes your computer go bad quicker. And honestly, it's not cheap to buy computer parts frequently.
Yes, it's not, and that's why I stopped overclocking all my components.
It's like going with liquid cooling over fan cooling.
Yeah, the only reason why I would ever overclock and feel safe about it is if I was running some sort of liquid or hardline cooling.
The only reason why I don't want to go with liquid cooling is because you can mess up your PC quicker. You have to clean it out ever so often.
Yes, and that's why I don't think I ever want to overclock again.
No, that's not true. You don't have to clean out your computer constantly. It depends on what kind of
Clean it
liquid
out.
cooling.
Yeah,
No.
Well, you're still gonna have to
you can clean it out once a year, but it's gonna get gunked up and look nasty.
And it's gonna run
No.
shit too.
No, I mean, I don't. I like my computer's a pre-built. It's liquid cooled because it was just built like that, and they don't. They just use black tubes, and my computer runs like the day I bought it. When I don't, when I reset it at least.
They literally put antifreeze in your computer. Bro, the homie literally got a whole like turbo cooling system for his GPU.
I mean, I guess it's just preference.
It really is preference. I honestly didn't know that they made coolant that could last forever. But if I were to make a rig, I'd want it to be clear tubed and I'd want it to be hardlined.
But I mean, the only reason I don't want to do that is because then you do have to clean it. And I don't care about clean. I don't want to clean my fucking computer.
I don't want to take each part out and get the tubes out.
Yeah.
Water.
Like you're like when people like show all these awesome setups and like
You know they spent at least 2 months cleaning the fucking room before
Yeah.
they took the picture.
yeah, like they spend hours cleaning out their setup to make sure their
And
water
they-
doesn't
and
look
then-
like shit.
They
And then they
barely
spend-
even use it afterwards.
Yeah. And then they go on their fucking TikTok lives and they're like, look at me, I'm so cool, my awesome gaming setup that I use once every week because I have to do a
For
TikTok
editing.
live.
For editing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know. This is why I think I might be a good streamer, 'cause I'm literally just a casual.
It's not
don't-
this boost.
I don't know.
I'm literally
I-
just a casual gamer, and I get on and I stream, and I turn on some lo-fi in the background, and I glance over at chat. If you want to run a game, let's run a game.
Honestly,
That's the
I
thing,
think,
like,
do any of you guys watch Ludwig?
No.
I fucking love Ludwig. Ludwig's
I've
great.
watched occasionally, honestly, but I don't
He made a
really-
video, basically, he made a channel. It was completely blank, had nothing about him. And he basically said, I want to make this channel pop off.
I
What
saw
he
that
did-
video. I seen that.
It's really well done. And I mean, he puts it in the manner of YouTube is still just like every other fucking business. You can't just, most people aren't gonna just grow naturally. And I mean, like, most of the big people out here today didn't grow naturally, unless I think PewDiePie is one of the bigger ones that did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that
PewDiePie is
also
the biggest
he's
one that
gonna-
grew naturally.
Well,
And that's
he's
also
going
why,
to grow
like,
this channel.
for my stream, I'm not expecting anything big out of it. I just want to make some friends and have a close-knit friend group. And that's why I love making content like this podcast and shit. And the reason why I'm making this podcast right now is because I'm bored as shit and I had no one to talk to. So here we are making a podcast talking to a literal Craig recording bot in Discord. Whoa, I'm breaking the fourth wall, guys. Oh my god, whoever's editing this video, totally don't take a screenshot of the freaking Discord call right now. Whoa.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
But
But when it
it's-
comes to YouTube, it seems like everybody has a network.
Yeah, it seems like
Whether
they
or
all
not
have
it's
some friends.
whether or not it's other YouTubers or companies or whatnot, they've all got some sort of network involved.
I was fixing to say something, but I'm not trying to call out any streamers.
Yeah, we're not trying to call out any streamers on this channel except Pokemon. I mean, sorry, what?
But I mean, like,
Ninja.
they don't. I don't think they have a network. I think they all like. Once you have to get to a certain level where you are recognized in that group of streamers. So say if you're Warzone, if you want to be a professional Warzone streamer, if you get recognized by like Doc or like Tim the Tat Man,
You have to get
That's-
recognized. Like, honestly, these days you have to
Yeah,
get recognized.
like
yeah,
honestly, somebody has to watch, like somebody has to either react to your video or like has to like you have to shit on them like hard enough
That's like
where
the
they're like, damn, that
That's the
person-
reason-
It's like an Eminem move.
that's like the recent
Yeah.
phase 1 recruitment challenge. Like it was like
Yeah.
thousands
Well,
of
that's
people
not an Eminem. It's an MVP. We're not even going to
sending
talk
in
about
clips.
Eminem thing.
stuff like that. Like them sending in clips to phase, you know, to get recognized, to get into phase obviously. But
Yeah,
a lot of people that did that got recognized, and they probably gained over way more than
For
Yeah.
real though, and honestly, that's like my angle on this shit. I don't know nobody up there. I don't care.
you
just
don't
like
have to
y'all
know
make-
anybody.
I'm just down here trying to make shitty content and make people laugh. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you don't
Hey.
like this shit, click off. I'm not here to beg for your likes, but if you like it, click the button, okay? I don't care if you do or don't.
Listen, it usually ends up how you keep growing without you realizing it.
Exactly. I'm just doing this for fun. This is my hobby. I don't care if it grows or not. I'm doing this because I like it, and if other people like it, sure, go ahead. Click on it. If you enjoy the video too, cool. If you don't watch it.
Like you can have your opinion, just keep your phone.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna do me. You go do you over there in the corner. All right. All right. Chill.
It's like the people that trash talk in comments.
Yes.
Oh,
those.
your content isn't that good. Like your content, you need to do this, you need to do that.
I've had.
Or-
Okay, Neum, you used to stream, right?
Yeah.
Did you have, when you were a smaller streamer, did you have people come in your chat and be like, want to be famous? Click this link and you can buy followers and viewers and
Yeah.
subs and all that. Like, what in the absolute world? Why do you think people would be that low? Every single time someone comes in my chat and does that, I literally say, get the fuck out.
They're
And
banned.
I will open up Twitch on stream with my stream still going and ban them. I will show myself banning.
Ironically,
It's
my-
it's called being desperate. People in the 21st century, or the 21st century, people don't want, like, you see all these big names out here like fucking like Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, Ludwig, Moist Critical, making
Voice Critical is the realest motherfucker out there.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want to be like them. Like, I don't want to be like any of them. I just want to sit here, have a nice close knit group of friends, and the only reason why I actually record content is so when people are sad like me, like I actually sometimes when I'm breaking down, I go back and watch my own content and remember the good times I had with my friends. Like I want people to come to this podcast when they're feeling sad and feeling down, and just know that like there are people out there like you, and we got you no matter what. So don't feel alone in this world. You know, that's the whole reason why I'm doing this shit, because I'm alone and I fucking hate it. So
All
don't
the
feel
friends
alone. Exactly. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this shit, not because I want to make money or any of that bullshit. I don't care if you like me. I don't care.
Honestly, you shouldn't do YouTube and Twitch for the money. You should do it because you want to do it.
Exactly, and that's why I'm doing it at this point.
So many
You can't say that though.
YouTube.
I'm not saying like I'm not gonna yell at you for not like for wanting it for money.
Like,
But,
the money is a bit like, I'm not going to lie to everybody and be like, oh, if there was no money involved, I'd still be doing YouTube, because I wouldn't. Like I'll be dead ass, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't be lucrative and I'd be working a 9 to 5.
Now say
I-
if you
I
do
would
this
be
for
working
the
at
next
9 to
10
5.
years and it goes nowhere. I mean that's like understandable for you to like. I mean like
Yes.
if you go next 10 years and like you don't even get to 1,000 subs or something like that.
Exactly. But like it's like if there was no money involved, it wouldn't be lucrative, and I couldn't just sit here and go to Florida and make crazy videos and do stupid shit like this. Like just sit down and make a podcast. I wouldn't have time. I'd be working a 9 to 5 trying to support my
But
own
also-
myself.
But also, you can't expect a lot out of this.
Like I'm not. Like I plan on when I get home getting a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
The
I
thing
mean,
is,
Like, I know, and Tucker, you're probably up there being like, what the fuck, who is this guy? Because he remembers me when I was the guy who was like, fuck a 9 to 5, I ain't ever want to work that shit. But I got to. Like, there's nothing else I can do about it. The world's going around, and I can't just sit around here and make content and binge off of other people. I can't do that shit anymore.
well, the thing is, like, you
Your mic is cutting out bad,
your
bro.
mic is really bad.
shit.
Yeah, you need to turn off noise suppression if you have it on still.
From one of my favorite rappers, to quote one of my favorite rappers, I gotta do better than last year. That's my motto.
Yeah, but
There you go, Tucker.
Church.
Yeah, it was good.
Me and you have been friends for 6-7 years now. We've been like best friends for ages.
For everyone who is just now clicking on this podcast and doesn't know me or Tucker IRL, this man is literally my brother. Like, me and him aren't related by blood, but by some miracle of God,
Blood is thicker than blood.
like literally, it's like that. Our brains just connect. I can finish a sentence.
Yeah, we've been best friends for years since his
How many
long-
times have we gotten into fights during this, though? I think we've only gotten into.
We've gotten into a couple. We got into
I
a couple
only think we
because-
I only think we fought over stuff like that had to do with heritage.
Listen,
Because,
listen
like,
now.
Okay, he likes foreign cars, I like American cars, and
Yeah,
I won't
that's-
budge on the fact that big power made cargo vroom, and he likes small engine because it made cargo turn.
I'm very.
Yeah,
I'm a JDM.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's like the only thing I will go to war with you guys about. I like big power. I like
I'm
one
a
straight
big
defense. I like.
JDM guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big
JDM.
JDM guy, and I'm a big British engine guy.
I'm a very
I
big
like-
Skyline type. Skyline, you got Skyline Subaru, all that stuff.
I own a fucking Miata. I own a Miata. I'm a big JDM guy. I also love my English vehicles, like again.
Mini
Aston
Cooper,
Martin,
Mini
Bentley.
His dad built a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, my
We got a
dad
Mini
has
Cooper
one.
up in the garage.
He does. It's in the garage.
No, I can't
But,
compare.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to leave so early.
It's okay, Chop.
I have
Thank you for coming, man.
I'm so
This is a
sorry.
pilot episode. It's okay if it's a bit
Yeah,
scary.
I gotta work tomorrow, bro. Alright, I'll see you.
It's okay. What time is it and how long have we been recording?
It's 9:45.
9:45, I think we've been
We started
recording.
recording. Yeah, we've only been recording for like 30 minutes. We need to keep going. Talk to you later, Chop.
But,
Alright, see you.
church.
Welcome
me
back
and you
to the
have been-
podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Sorry for breaking the fourth wall. Anyways, continue, Tucker.
But church, me and you have been friends since like summer before freshman year. We've been friends for ages.
Yeah.
If you think back then, I was also the guy saying, fuck a 9 to 5, I don't want to work a 9 to 5, I'm not gonna be that guy that's like wasting my life way at a desk. I've got what's based, I don't technically work 9 to 5, but I've got a 9 to 5 job right now, full-time 9 to 5. So, sometimes you do need that as like a
I
get
feel like
around.
the biggest, the hardest part is like motivation.
Mhm.
It really
It's
is.
the motivation
It really
to get
is.
on and record.
It's like you
Like,
gotta have that drive. Like the drive is like the biggest part about having like a 9 to 5, streaming everything. Like, 'cause some days you wake up, you don't want to stream. You don't want to do it.
Exactly, and like literally, I had the biggest dry spell I think I ever had at the end of last year because I was just going through so much shit emotionally in my head. Like Tucker can vouch for it.
Yeah.
Mental breakdowns happened.
Yeah, there have been times where both of us have lost our motivation.
I mean, there's people
Try
out
to
there
find
that
it
like
again.
always have something to like motivate their family, friends, etc. But like some people don't always to like have someone like
Take it from me, like sometimes that isn't enough.
it really is.
Like,
I'm not
you
gonna
can
lie.
have people. You can have thousands.
You can have everything you
of people
want. You can have anything you want.
Exactly. Like I'm over here, I have all the computer, all the gaming consoles I want. But at the same time, at the end and the beginning of the day, it's my will. Do I want to get up out of bed and get on this game and deal
Money
with all the
can't
people
buy
screaming at me when I'm bad at it? Do I want to do this? Like,
Money can't buy your way.
yeah, money can't buy my way through life, and that's what I keep saying. Like,
As much as you wish it would,
like,
You can't say money doesn't buy you. You fucking lying.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. Because
Like
if you
happiness,
just had
like-
money and no one, sure, you would have the ability to live. But would you want to?
you could literally live without money. You could. If you were
You could.
smart enough and you had the knowledge, you could live without money. There was people way before us, before money, that lived way longer.
In today's society, they would find you and fucking lock you up for being mental. Okay.
Yeah,
It's really
if you
not-
went
it's
outside
really
right
not-
now and got to get all access away from electricity,
But
No.
exactly.
Yeah.
if you think
That's the
about
problem.
it,
That's the problem.
you can have-
Today's
How is that a
society would
problem?
make you an outcast.
Because you can't, like, once this world moves to shit, which is very soon,
it's
what are you
already
gonna
gone.
How do you know the world's gonna shit very soon?
Yeah, how do we
Shit,
know?
dude, World War III just happened, dude. World War III just happened, and how are you saying it's not really?
How
Okay,
how
we
did
can't say
World
World
War
War
III just
III.
happen? It's
We
just
can't say-
Russia versus Ukraine right now.
It's
Okay.
literally just people backing
A war,
Ukraine.
a war is happening. Whatever.
Yes,
A
a
war-
war is happening right
We're
now.
Literally-
all the time.
Literally,
Can I
literally
get calm
at this
silent?
moment,
Can I get
literally,
calm silent for a minute? Can I
literally
get calm
at this
silent?
moment,
Wait,
dude.
guys, hey, shush. Let's
Okay.
shut.
My
People,
turn?
Church.
I am sorry to everyone and what's going on in Ukraine right now. I apologize about what is happening. But the moral of the story is that if the situation back in the day would have been handled better, this wouldn't have happened. If we would have, like, I don't know what happened and why Ukraine didn't want to be part of Russia and why Russia was like, fuck you, we're gonna take you over. But I'm pretty sure if there would have been some sort of chain of communication between the two countries, this could have been resolved. So I don't know what's going on, and I fear for the people's lives in Ukraine because Russia is a big superpower, and my heart goes out to every single person in Ukraine. But at the same time, it's just Ukraine right now. We don't have bombs dropping on our houses. There's no need for us to act like it's World War III. Sure, we might send troops over there soon, but until we have Russian soldiers knocking on our door, we have no right to say the world's over.
You can't say that though,
say-
dude. Literally,
but-
China owns our ass, dude.
Yeah, okay, let me specify some stuff. Let me specify some stuff. The world completely hasn't gone to shit, but there are aspects of the world that really have. If you look at the national debt, we're over 23 trillion with a T in debt. The majority of that to China. Meaning if they were to say, fuck you guys, you don't align with our friends like Russia, we're stopping trade, it would kill the US economy. But it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
It could,
Yeah.
it
yes. At any
Good.
moment though. At
But
any.
could, it also has the possibility of never happening.
You're not
Exactly.
The
wrong.
world hasn't completely gone to shit. Yeah, it's gone to shit. We've got a pandemic. We've got Russia versus Ukraine, and there are a couple of countries that were a part of the Iron Curtain back in the Cold War that are NATO countries that Russia has basically openly said, we want them back. So if they go after those countries, yeah, it's going to be World War III. But if someone decides to step up and say this would be stupid, and try to correct Putin and say this is going to be stupid, going to get us all killed, then it also might not happen.
All I'm
Plus,
saying is,
the
all
war
I'm
with
saying,
Ukraine probably won't even
Can
go
I-
in Russia's favor.
yes,
add a-
yeah, you
I'm
haven't said
gonna
it.
add a
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Go
add an outlet to this. I like taking in all news sources because I mean I don't know, I don't want to be the truther, I also don't want to be a hard liberal, a hard Democrat. I want to come up with my own thoughts. And
Exactly.
one of the outlooks I've seen is that Ukraine actually runs very illegal businesses through them, and they do nothing about it. Like human trafficking, slavery, some of the fun things, drug businesses, the Ukraine mafia.
And is this all legalized? Has the Ukrainian government said that it was okay?
No, they haven't.
No.
Exactly. So why are we
President was
helping the
actually-
Ukrainian government?
But the Ukrainian.
Exactly. I understand your point, Neom. I understand your point, Neom. But I also want to throw this directly back at you. Are those civilians? Do those civilians deserve to have their house blown up? I'm not saying that that's what you said. I'm not saying that that's
No,
what you said.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that just because there are bad people in Ukraine doesn't mean that Russia needs to go stomping through there with a
Now,
fucking
listen,
humongous convoy.
That can go the same for Russia, though. That can go the same just because some Russians
And it can go the same
decided
for
to
us.
invade Ukraine.
We have
that's
sex trafficking.
Well, yeah, there are plenty of Russian soldiers that there are videos out there of them deserting and Ukrainian citizens helping them because they're deserting because they realize what they're doing is wrong. There's
Exactly.
literally a video out there of Ukrainian citizens helping a Russian deserter call his mother to tell her, "I'm all right," while giving him food and drinks. And he's in tears because of
a life's a
what
life.
they're
A
doing.
life is a life.
Yeah,
Yes,
life
yeah,
is a life, no matter what. So,
And the fact
are-
that
these are like
the Russian
they're
people
supporting world leaders with this money. They're laundering money from leaders like Biden and the Chinese government, shit like that.
yes, and that is not okay. And that kind of stuff can happen anywhere. The U.S., Ukraine, Russia, China, anywhere. Those
when-
people are still just as much people as us.
yeah.
All I gotta say though, so we can end on this.
So are the Iraqis?
conversation.
Are the Iraqis just as much people as us?
Yes.
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 They're
Iraqi
human life.
people.
They have human
There's
lives. They have
So why
human
They
lives.
have human lives.
So
Well,
when
their religion that they might believe in might be flawed, but they have just as much of a conscience.
They're just
as
corrupted.
Well,
They're
we
just
can't
how-
even-
corrupted.
how is the
we can't even
religion
say
flawed
that.
though?
We can't,
Well,
yeah, I
well,
agree
the
with
way that
Leon.
the way that
We can't even
people
say
Like, you
that.
can't-
the way that people interpret that religion is, oh, Allah wants
Thank
you
you.
to forget. That's
Listen,
not
listen,
that's not that was not his intent
That's-
whatsoever.
They were
Right.
corrupted as kids growing up. If they were to grow up anywhere else besides Iraq, they probably could have turned out differently. Every human has their own life, own soul to grow up how they believe, what their beliefs are. Any Chinese, African American person can come to the U.S., grow up to be an American, and end up being like that.
It all comes down to the environment and whether the people there want to be civilized.
'Cause I seen a video the other day of an Iraqi soldier being in the U.S. military.
Now, you've got to think of it also with the Iraqis. I can't remember the name of the movie. It's based on a true story. I believe it was a Navy SEAL team. I can't remember if it was a SEAL team. I know it was a unit. They got trapped. They were being followed by the Taliban.
Black
One
Hawk
of the
Down.
guys, it might be that one, but one
Black
of the
Hawk Down
members,
is a true story.
okay, it might be that movie. I can't remember the name of it. But one of the members of the unit got severely injured, and a Iraqi village took him. I think it was an Iraqi village. Might have been in Afghanistan. An Iraqi village took him in and actually stood by him when the Taliban or whatever terrorist organization were coming after him. And those were the citizens of that area. People that a lot of people in America like to say are terrible people in general. I mean, the
Exactly.
people in any region can be good or bad. It's their choice.
My belief
When
is
it comes to
I
some
believe-
people, it's not. They're forced into it. Like the kids that are part of the Taliban are being forced into it.
and they're also kids and their brains are being manipulated by the adults and they're saying, oh look, RPG good, God wants you to shoot RPG at these people, they did bad stuff to our lands.
Which we did.
Which
I'll
we
be honest, we did. pretty bad stuff there. That
America is just as small as I think everywhere else.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
think
agree.
every single country should just come to a table and everyone should just apologize at this point.
They do that though.
That's
That's the thing.
NATO. That
They do
is
that.
NATO. That is NATO. That is NATO. Like countries sending people.
Sean,
to
did
the
we piss
table
off
to
Putin that
negotiate.
much that he didn't want to sit at the table?
But it's the fact that a lot of Russians, especially very old Russians like Putin, were raised by adults that really did consider what the Soviet Union was doing was right, but they did a lot of really bad shit. A lot of the people back then were, in a sense, with a lack of a better term in my mind, brainwashed to believe what they were doing.
You know,
was
what really sucks though, in my opinion, is like back against when we were fighting the Nazis, is Russia helped us.
Exactly.
Which really sucks to me because like I thought like we were good with Russia. Then since we decided, to lend a brother a hand and frozen arms.
Well, also, we do have to consider that Russia was aligned with the Nazis at one point. But at the same time,
they were
they
neutral
did-
against each other. Neutral.
well,
So,
they weren't
like,
aligned,
they
they
were
were neutral,
technically
they weren't going to
neutral.
fight each other. And then Hitler came and backstabbed him. But at
Yeah.
the same time, Stalin was a different person. And people in Russia still kind of look up to Stalin because that's their history. They think of him as a strong man. And Putin is trying to imitate that, trying to
he's trying
get
to
back
embody
that power.
He's
trying
literally
to
just
get back that
trying
power.
to revive his legacy.
Yes, trying
Yeah,
to
that's
revive his
exactly what
legacy
he's
and
doing.
rallying and possibly manipulating the Russian people into thinking that that land was theirs from the beginning.
There's this
Yeah.
YouTuber that I watched that well, not that I watched, but yeah, actually that I did watch that mentioned a guy that lives in Russia, talks about Russian like culture, life, what's going on in Russia, and he even he supports the Ukraine. He is hard supporting Ukraine right now.
There are hundreds of people that have been protesting outside of the Capitol building in Moscow saying, "End this fucking war."
I think well,
Because
he
there's
is.
no point to it.
I think something might happen. Like I'm not saying it's 100%, but I feel like something's gonna go down pretty soon. That it's gonna piss everyone off.
Honestly,
The thing that
I
will piss
mean,
off everybody is if they go into a NATO country. That's what's going to piss off the rest of the world.
honestly,
What they're trying to do is appeasement, just like World War II.
honestly, I'm still not really. I'm not super worried about World War III coming about. And either way, they can't draft, so it doesn't really matter.
The thing that sucks though is I feel like we might have another, since there's a lot of Democrats in office right now. I feel like we might have another civil war pretty soon.
Well, okay. The fact that I hate the idea of another civil war, and I hate that so many people are saying, "Oh, we're gonna have another civil war." There has been feuding between the Republicans and the Democrats for ages, and another civil war hasn't happened. If
Yeah.
another civil war breaks out, it will be over the
Listen.
Democrats or the Republicans trying to take one of the basic rights away.
Listen, like recently with the AR-15 and the guns, like amendment, they try to take that away from us.
They're never
They
gonna
tried
take.
to-
They're
they tried
never
to
gonna
rest-
be able to take that away.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, when they tried,
They'll
they're
never be
gonna
able
try
to
and
do it.
restrict it. What they're gonna try and do is restrict it. And there's some restrictions
Okay.
that
I have no idea what was just said. Can I get calm silence? I have no
Okay,
idea what was just said. I had someone walk into my room. We are going to switch the topics because this is getting a bit out of hand, and honestly, I don't want anyone to say anything that could get me or anyone here in any trouble. So we are switching the topics. What do you guys think about the use of medical marijuana?
wouldn't it?
Something just as controversial, but probably better to talk about. What do you guys think of
Medical
the use of medical marijuana?
I think it should just be legalized. I don't think they should
Really?
have to have medical.
Well,
I feel like I think there needs to be more regulations.
Yes, I agree.
To an extent, though,
There
It's
needs to
like-
be more regulations in order to make sure that it's healthy. Not that it's
no, healthy. Yes. Now, if we're talking about waste, shit like that.
yes.
no,
It
but
also,
lace
no,
is
I'm
what
not-
happens on the street.
I'm
Lace
talking
is what
like-
happens on the street.
I'm talking like not regulation like the weed. I'm talking more like regulating the people. They're like, I don't know. They're very lenient. They just don't, like, the guy I went to signs 22,000 medical cards a year. That's too much. That is so many.
That is a lot.
But also,
Are you anti-weed?
No. I like,
I was
I
gonna
just-
say.
I like weed too.
but I'm just like, I'm saying
Still,
like, I'm saying like, come on, man. I'm like, there
you feel like
has
this shit. You feel like this shit's out of
this,
order.
like,
Yeah,
especially,
yeah. Like if
Like,
it's
this
if it's gonna be medically, like if people are gonna need a med card for it and they're just gonna get it that easy, just make it just as available as freaking tobacco.
Make it
at this
illegal.
point.
Just make it
Just
legal.
make it legal.
Yeah.
But also at the
Like-
same time, make sure it doesn't get as out of hand and as toxic as tobacco. It needs to be regulated and it needs to be refined and inspected by people who aren't hired by the companies to make sure that it is okay. Everything
mean,
needs to go
Well,
through a plan.
The thing
I
with
personally-
tobacco is it's been hurting people since the very beginning. Tobacco itself can hurt, like just by itself, smoking cigars can hurt you. That's just pure tobacco.
Yes, exactly. But
Tobacco
That's why you're not
wrapped
supposed to
in
inhale
tobacco.
cigarettes.
yes,
Smoking
exactly.
joints hurts you
It's
too.
hurts you.
Yes, exactly. But also, we have to understand that nicotine was not this addictive back in the day. They genetically modified the shit. We don't want companies genetically modifying our freaking weed to make
Which
us
they would.
addicted to it. Which they would. Exactly why we need regulation.
They already do pretty much.
Not. Yes and no. Yes and no. I
Yes,
know. I know plenty of motherfuckers who grow their weed.
But
Homegrown
I'm
weed
saying,
is
like-
different than mass-produced weed, such as
I would rather homegrown.
Yeah, I
weed
switched to
like-
homegrown. I switched to homegrown. I know the person who gets my shit.
Like my
Literally,
friend-
I go and I water the plants myself now. It's my edge.
But I'm saying, I can home grow, but I can get a free seed from a fucking dispo by accident and just grow that and say I'm a home grow.
Yeah,
Well, the problem with
That makes no.
homegrown
You can't say that.
but you literally just said they already genetically modify our weed. So if you got it from a dispo,
Yeah.
that would already be genetically
Yeah.
modified.
Because
Actually,
they lace
So that
them.
wouldn't be homegrown.
Yeah.
You would grow it,
Oh,
but it wouldn't be
homegrown.
homegrown.
So most weed is already like, unless you're
So if
getting the
you- if you
actual
had-
original plants.
what Neom is saying is that if you got a seed from a dispensary and started growing it, it would still be the genetically modified strain, hence it wouldn't be homegrown weed anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. And I don't know how or where she gets her seeds from, but she's part of my family, so I trust her.
But I mean, like,
thing with
just because
with
it's genetically
tobacco, though,
modified doesn't mean anything's wrong with it.
Well,
I
yeah,
know
it
that.
can be genetically modified, and it can be modified to make you higher. But also, I don't like if Marlboro started making freaking joints and stuff. What would stop them from adding a little bit of nicotine to the paper?
Well, the
Nothing.
thing is with
But
wait,
that's,
wait.
but that's something different. That is a different way to smoke weed. That is a joint. I think that's a joint or that's a blunt. Blunt or joint?
Yes.
One,
Wait,
no,
so
they're different. Blunt has nicotine, or joint has nicotine.
So what are you trying to say, Neon? Are you saying that weed in its current state from the dispensaries is addictive?
Yeah, it can be addictive.
I
I
110%
don't-
agree. I 110% agree because to be perfectly honest, I started smoking a bit ago, and if I don't hit my pen for a good 2 hours, my stomach starts feeling weird.
wait.
I mean, it's not like
Listen to yourself though. Listen to yourself. Pen. I think that the pens, because
Yeah, there's something in the
taken
cards.
extract-
There's
they've taken
something in the
extract and they've made a cart out of it. I think that's modified. But the thing with tobacco
we have
and
cards
cigarettes
that are
is
modified.
Yeah,
the
there
thing
are
with
cards that
tobacco
are
and
modified.
cigarettes is that they add stuff to the tobacco during the curing process, whereas with weed you take the bud straight from the plant.
That's
And that's
no
pretty
nicotine itself is
much
just an
it.
addictive chemical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gas.
nicotine itself is an addictive chemical. THC, on
Marijuana
the other hand,
itself.
is not
Yeah,
addictive.
it's
Although
a
we
non-
haven't done that much research on weed to know if there's any other chemicals in it that are addictive.
I would say weed is like
I'd
You
say
can't-
it's mentally addictive. Chemically addictive, no. If you
No.
have an addictive personality, you
Yeah.
can and will get addicted to weed.
like I would
I don't have an addictive person.
I
So you're
would
fine.
like,
Smoke as much weed as you want.
like I would say I have a different kind, like my addiction from my nicotine versus my weed, I would say is a completely different kind. Like
Yeah, it's a mental addiction to
Yeah, like-
weed, whereas it's a physical one from the nicotine. If
Yes.
you go too long without nicotine, you get the shakes, you get the sweats, you get those physical effects of I physically need it. Whereas with weed, it's like, wow, I feel like I should smoke some weed.
Actually,
I'm not feeling
No.
shakes and shit if you
Listen.
just smoke bud. If you
If
smoke
you smoke,
buds, I've
okay,
seen that you will get that upset stomach feeling. And
you will
you'll
get the
that on
upset
edge
stomach feeling. And everyone has told me when I try and take a break from smoking, I get really irritable.
but weed
Yeah,
is
That's
also
why
like
I
a
think
pain
you should
nullifier, though.
stick to, yeah.
Like,
It helps with pain, it helps with like mental
My-
and physical
my
pain.
my stepdad has a cracked skull, right? My stepdad has a cracked skull.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly,
he smokes weed all the time, like 24/7. You can't even tell he's high half the time because of how much weed he smokes.
I mean,
Like-
I don't-
I don't know. Like for him, I guess it's different. Like he can't live without. Like it's not an addiction. He just literally can't live without.
Because he's in so much pain. It would be the same way if he was taking ibuprofen or Motrin for the pain. Like
I
that
feel like
pain is
like
just too bad.
painkillers.
Yeah.
yes. So basically, he's in so much physical pain that if his brain were to register it all, it'd send him into cardiac arrest or something.
Like not
Send
that.
you into
but, like,
shock.
he would
Yeah,
literally
shock
be in
is more
some
like
he's gone a lot of like it's bad. It gets really bad. But he's also smokes so much weed where it's like it kind of seems like it's killing.
the thing with weed is because there's different strains of it, you have to know what strain you're smoking to really know the effects you're gonna have. Because
Really?
there are some strains that will make you nervous and give you anxiety at like when you get high. Like I've personally smoked strains that have made me anxious and like, oh shit, is someone behind me, someone watching me. Yeah, the paranoia.
Tucker, you
Yeah.
remember what happened at my house the other time, last time we smoked together?
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
garage?
I remember.
Because-
I remember that.
Because of that, I'm not touching that strain ever again. I don't remember what it was, but I haven't gone back out in that garage since.
PTSD.
Literally, dude.
Yeah.
Literally. Like,
I don't.
No, that is something that you have to.
Yeah.
I will.
That
I
is
will
something
say,
that-
weed gives me just those thoughts naturally. Sometimes, like I'll look around myself again to like make sure no one's actually watching me. Dumb shit like that.
It calms me down. But
Sometimes you'll do dumb shit like that, but
But
there
also-
are strains that'll give you different feelings.
now
Like
I had this
I
really
also
bad.
think that it has to do with the type of weed. Like indica,
Yeah.
I don't get paranoid on indicas. Hybrid, I don't really get paranoid on
I
hybrids.
think when
The
we
big
last we
sativas-
spoke, we had a
Sativas make my brain go into hyper mode.
But also,
That's because that's what sativas are made to do.
Yeah. That's,
but I had this
that's
really
the-
bad experience one time with edibles at work.
Well,
So-
yeah, you're not
No.
supposed to do edibles at work, dude.
Just listen to the story. All right, so me and my friends in that group area where I was working. We there's like a vape shop like right beside where we work.
Okay, quick question, just a little side tangent. What's your favorite vape flavor? Everyone go around the table, starting with Fusion, Neom, then we'll go Tucker.
Mixed berry.
Neom, favorite vape flavor?
I'm currently hitting a minty berry.
Yes, I have a blueberry mint breeze right next to me, and in my hand I have a bubblegum chill Mr. Vapor. flavor. Honestly, the bubblegum chill is one of the best flavors I've hit in a while. Tucker, your current favorite.
The orange mango watermelon.
That one, I hit his orange mango watermelon. It wasn't bad. I'd give it a solid B+.
I use a box mod though, so it's kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of different. What's your guys' okay? Neom and Tucker live around where I live. I'm curious on you, Fusion. What is like the disposable, like the head disposable brand around you? Because I went into a smoke shop the other day and I saw Supreme disposable nicotine vapes, and I was like, that's fake as shit. I was like, that's fake as shit. I'm not touching that.
We have Fume. It's just weird. Like we have so many different brands here. Like we have
It's like Supreme Vapes is a thing. Like that's an actual brand where you're at.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
that's a legitimate thing. Okay, I'm not tripping.
It's just no one buys it because it's dumb shit.
Yeah, honestly, if someone came up to me like rocking a freaking like I don't know, something that looked like an old school Mr. Vapor thing with the Supreme logo on it, I would immediately classify you as cringe, and I wouldn't even ask you for rips. Even if I was bumming, I'd be like, you're a hype beast, I don't want to go near you, you have too much energy. Like, is that just me?
I guess. But
Like,
here,
I-
dude, like the
I think
disposable
it's a
scene
funny-
is not that. There's not that much.
Like,
Like to be
around
honest.
where me and Tucker and Neom are, there's like, I don't know what you have seen, Tucker.
It's Breeze. It's fucking Breeze.
And
Everyone
hype.
buys a
We
fucking
got hype. We have a lot of hype brand. Hype brand is the biggest one.
Yeah. Breeze is the one I see everyone carrying, but Tucker got me hooked on Mr. Vapor Maxes. But in my experience, the Breeze Pros last longer than the Mr. Vapor Maxes.
Mr. Vapor Maxes are the most nasty shit I've ever had. The ones that have like the rubber grips. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
ones-
the one I'm hitting right now.
Those shits are awful.
No, try the bubblegum chill one. It's not bad, trust me.
I mean, I've had two. I had one that I liked. It was grape soda. I liked the grape soda one. That was good.
Yeah, I've hit the grape soda one once. It was pretty good. I think
I'll
it's
send you a
tough.
picture of what the vapes are.
Alright.
Creep soda.
I'm gonna screenshot this just so editor or someone can put it up on screen. You don't have your face in the picture, do you?
No, it's just a screenshot.
Alright.
I mean, okay. And then after that, I
I'm
would
not
say,
sponsored by any of these brands, by the way. We're putting this information out in the public so you don't get scammed on a cheap ass knockoff vape. Because literally, you can go on Wish and order identical vapes to like
I have
fucking Puff
something.
Bar, Mr.
I have something
Breeze.
better to say.
like
I have
Mr.
something
Vapor.
better to say.
Okay, you go
Just-
ahead.
Don't start vaping. If you're not doing it, don't
Just
start.
I
don't
mean, we can't convince kids not to vape. Like, honestly, no matter, like, if I was still in high school and a kid told me, don't vape, don't vape, I'd still go and vape. Like, it's not a good idea. It's
I'm
not
just
a good
saying,
idea,
like,
don't get me wrong. But,
I mean, like,
Literally-
if you're on the teetering edge and you're having a friend that's like, you know, want to hit my vape, just, like, if you're doing
It's
it,
not peer
you know,
pressure. It's like if you
Don't
don't
do it.
do it, you're not cool. But if you do it, it's like okay, cool, I did it.
Yeah,
okay,
I
guys,
mean,
well, we've been going for about an hour. I think we should end it here. You guys have
Oh.
any things you want to say at, like, ending it out?
Don't stay in school. Do drugs. I'm just
No,
playing.
don't do that.
I'm
That's
just
what
playing.
you don't.
I'm just playing. I'm just
You
playing. Stay in school. Stay in school. Get your education. Make sure you get through life without any struggles. And hope you have a blessed
You'll
day.
be back. You'll be back, Fusion. Don't talk like it's your last time on.
No, I know. I'm just saying. It's just like an all-around good thing. Like I hope everyone has a blessed week, blessed day.
I
good
agree.
lives.
Everyone have an absolutely fantastic day. Neom, I just want to say I agree with your statement. Kids shouldn't vape. But at the end of the day, no matter what we say, it's their decision at the end. So I still want to give them
It's
the
their own
information.
bad parenting fault for not keeping an eye on their kids.
Yes, the kids are gonna do what they freaking want, and my parents or anyone telling me when I was even 17 to quit vaping, I would have looked at them and said, "Fuck you."
No, baby.
Like we've all been there. So the only reason why I'm putting the information out there is so kids don't hit the booth shit and die.
Yeah, just don't.
For
overdo it.
educational purposes only, we do not recommend you hit a nicotine and/or weed pen
Unless you're 18 years
at all.
older. then
If you're
honestly,
18 years or older, we don't give a fuck. But if you're underage, don't do it. It's not worth the risk.
But if you're also thinking about quitting, more props to you.
Yes, if you're thinking about quitting and you have that mental strength, congratulations. Anyways,
It's not as easy for the rest of us.
it's not. Anyways, hope everyone has an absolutely blessed day. Tucker, do you have anything you want to say?
If you don't want to stay in school and you think school isn't for you, try something else. Don't
Yeah.
don't let the whole thing with everybody, the teachers and your parents saying, "Oh, if you don't go to college, like you won't go anywhere." If you have a fucking dream that doesn't require college, or you really shouldn't go to college for it, just try. At least try.
Yeah.
If you aren't able to make it, at least then you're able to tell everybody
You tried. Yeah, you tried.
Instead of saying, "Oh, well,
Trying is better
I
than
just
giving up.
went to college because everybody said it was better."
Like I think a famous basketball player once said, every shot you don't take is a shot you missed, or something like that. Something along those
lines.
One of
Yeah,
my
what-
favorite quotes of all time, and this mainly only goes for racing, is when you no longer go for the gap that is there, you are no longer a racing driver. So whatever it is you're doing, if you even see the tiniest minute gap, go for it.
Yes.
Opportunities,
I
take
also want to
chances,
get this
take
out of
risks.
the way. The reason why Tucker calls me Church and I call him Tucker is a red versus blue reference, and that's how we founded our friendship, was red versus
Yeah,
blue.
that's
Versus Blue.
literally how we became like instant best friends all those years ago.
So
We're
I
still
would
friends
love
to this day.
I would love to end this pilot episode of the podcast to attribute to me and my best friend's friendship. Okay? Normally, if I were to give a quote, I would say something like along the lines of what Shakespeare would say. But instead, I'm gonna say this:
Oh my god.
today is a good day to die, boys. Yeah. All right, we're retards. I'm ending this shit. Hope you guys have a good day. Neom, I never gave you a chance to say something. Do you want to say
Okay.
something? You don't
No,
care?
I'm good.
All right, Neom,
Everybody
you're an
have a good
absolute
day.
legend. Fusion, you guys are great. Everyone, thank you
Actually,
for
I do
coming
got
in.
something. Next time
Okay.
we're gonna have a higher fucking production quality.
Yes, we'll have a higher freaking production quality. I will be at my main setup. Yes, we will sound better. This was kind of like a one-off thing. I just wanted to do this tonight, and these guys hopped
This
on.
was the
Yeah.
prelude.
Yes, this is just to see what you guys think of it. I don't know what's going on, but you know.
Shoot your
Anyways, I
comments
hope
down
you guys
below,
have
let 'em know.
Yes. Put the comments down below on what you guys think we can improve.
And what you want us to talk about in
Yeah, give us some topics. Actually,
Give us some
Yeah,
topics.
give us some shit to talk about instead of us going on random tangents.
We'll
about-
probably like run out of ideas eventually.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
run
we-
out of
we literally
ideas. So
just went from video games to search engines to politics.
yes.
Worst, literally
Yeah,
the
all in
worst
one
topics.
And then we talked about weed for a little bit.
Yeah,
Bruh, this is a huge tangent on its own. We can't stop talking. We need to save this for another episode. Everyone, I hope you guys have a good day. This is Social Rejects and the Social Rejects podcast signing off. Peace out, everyone.
Peace out. Have a bow wow day.